Hey guys, how are you doing today? I hope everything is well and you're doing well. Let me know if you are here live and let me know if you are watching the replay. Content, guys. I just had a call with one of my clients, or I sent a proposal to one of my clients, and we had the call and I found out what she needs, and I was like, yeah, okay, that's nice and nice from you. And at the end of the call, right, it's like, how are you doing? And actually it's been a while, right? It's been a while that we talked. I think we had our first conversation a year ago or something like that, and she was like, oh yeah, tons of things happened. I was asking her, yeah, but what made you think of me? And she was like, Agnes, I had a family friend who could have done that, but there would be, there is no strategy, and he's just a techie person, and I know that you do that, and I'm seeing you everywhere on social media, and I'm like, yes, it's working, right? My visibility, that was just another confirmation that visibility is actually working, and the content creation I'm doing is working. Isn't that nice? Guys, to do that, or to be able to do that, actually, I needed a system. I needed something where I know I can go to, and something where, even if I have only 10 minutes, I see what I have to do and come back if I and to know where I'm left off. And there are three tools what I always recommend to clients when it comes to content creation and content management, because it's just so easy to get lost in all of that business stuff, right? And so easy to get lost with all of the tasks what we have to do, and when it comes to habit building, I think if you have an easy to use process and easy to use tool and platform where you feel comfortable with, then that's the go-to, right? That's something what you have to do. And usually when I start to work with a client, or I have a call or something like that, there are tons of the platforms out there, but I don't like the idea, right, that you use something what you actually don't really know, because that leads to procrastination. So I like to recommend something what you're really comfortable with, and you can actually use that. So something what doesn't overwhelm you, and something that you can sync your existing stuff what you have. So if it's something brand new, it might, the learning curve might be bigger than actually you are not reaching your habit, or you're not reaching that point where you say, okay, this is a habit of mine, and I just stick to it, right? So today I would like to talk about these three tools, and how I use them. One of them, or the first of them, and might be the easiest one, is a Google Sheet, right? So you just create a folder for yourself for that month, or for that quarter, or something like that, and in that folder you create for each week or for each month, whatever it's easier for you, a different sheet. And in that one sheet, right, you write down the 4 topics for the month, or the 1 topic for the week, and the 3 bullet points what you want to talk about. And for each bullet points you write down 2-3 paragraphs, and that's it, guys. The big one will be your big posts, or blog post, or long post for the week, for social media, for your blog or something. And then you can actually the introduction and the summary can be added to the other paragraphs as well. And you can use the paragraphs itself, and tell people, if you want to learn about the two others, then just go to the blog and read the book. So that easy can be to create your own content. And then you have, for every other day, every third day, you have something you schedule the big one, you schedule the small ones. But even only in a folder, you can add the images, you can add the copy, and you can even, take a note where you share that post, and later on when you go back, you find everything in there. So Google Sheet is the very basic and very go to I think, tool. The second one could be Trello. If you like the full-blown project management, then I really do love Trello, because you can just drag and drop stuff and tick the boxes, and that's nice. So just create a board for Trello, create for your content, create a list for resources where you have everything what you actually might need. Then you have a list for the brain dump, for all the ideas what on the go. You can just add the different cards, and later on, when you have scheduled time for your content, you just sit down and write it out. And then the third one, or the next one, could be for that month, and then you just drag and drop the content what you want to talk about that week or that day. You can attach an image, you can create the what's that called? I wrote here down the tags, right? And then you can see where you already posted that, and then you can add the due date when you posted it, so you can get back and you can go back and see that how that worked out. So just really easy. You don't need to overcomplicate, and then later on you can just pick and choose. If that's an evergreen content, then you can just reuse it, or just come back and see what was the call to action, what have you done, and stuff like that. So Google Sheet and Trello. And the third one is actually Airtable. I like Airtable. What I've done, I created a form within Airtable. And if you don't know Airtable is I call it a Excel sheet on drugs, right? It's like it knows everything, and you can even cross-reference between the tabs and projects and stuff like that. I just really do love that. And you have checkboxes what you can add to a content or to something. You can attach links, files, tons of different things. Really, it's worth checking it out, because you can do tons of stuff. But basically, what I've done, I created a form for myself and for my VA. So if I'm creating content just on the go, actually she goes through my feed, and I edit questions to that form, and she just need to copy paste everything, like this is the text, this is the link, this is when it has been posted, right? And then after that, I go back and I see what was there, and if it's for a launch or something like that, then you can go back and check what has been created, and maybe you can reuse it, or even for your normal content. Sorry guys, I have a dog here, and he's just lacking my hand. So little bit distracting. So I really recommend, I'm not sure what you're using, let me know what you're using. Google Sheet is the basic, right? It's something very really basic. You don't need to think about it. Just create it as you use Google Sheet. Trello might be a little bit advanced, but if you are using Trello, then that's definitely something what you can easily do and don't need to overcomplicate it. And Airtable might be a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get the hang of it, it is really good. It is really good. So it doesn't matter which tool you are using, guys. The most important is that you start using it, that you can create it. So someone, in 3 months from now, someone just tells you that, yeah, I've seen you are consistent. I've seen what you do. I know what you do, because you're creating content about that, and just get the visibility what you want to get. Okay guys, I hope it helps. Have an amazing day, and speak you soon. Bye.